You've probably all noticed the soaring temperatures lately, so this next segment may be just what you need to cool off. Access Manager Bonnie Schumacher paid a visit to Izzy's ice cream shop, who surprisingly have found a creative and environmentally friendly way to say, if you can't beat the heat, use it.
Izzy's has been in business for 7 years here at this location. Lara and I, up until a year ago, we lived just 3 blocks from here. And when we were getting ready to start the business, we just wanted to have a business in our neighborhood where we could walk to get an ice cream cone. And that sort of was a simple idea that led to the inspiration to start Izzy's. After we made the decision to go into business, we registered for a class with a company that makes the ice cream machine out in North Carolina, and it's an Italian ice cream machine, and he was teaching us how to make ice cream. His name, he was an Italian gelato maker, and he teaches how to make ice cream all around the world. And he finished all the technical information about how to make ice cream, and at the end of class he said, well, now what really matters isn't everything I've said for the last 2 days, but if you're serving an ice cream cone, you need to do 2 things. You need to smile, and you need to give tastes. And I was doing really well with the smile, but giving tastes was really difficult because when I would go to get ice cream cones, I would never get a taste of ice cream because it was either too decadent or I feel like I was mooching off of the owner of that establishment. So I would never get a taste, and so I was completely confused about how I was going to manage that idea and in a crisis because this was what was important. And so I worked on that idea, and as a little kid I was fascinated by how at Dairy Queen they have that little swirl, and they have a trademark on that. And I thought that was kind of, when I was younger, I was like, this is crazy and ridiculous and all that stuff. So if you work at McDonald's, you have to get trained not to put that swirl on there. And so, and from those random pieces of information came the Izzy scoop, that little tiny scoop on our cone that gives you a chance to taste something new or different that you wouldn't want to get a whole cone of. Even so, we still give lots and lots of tastes at Izzy's, so you don't have to hold back. You can get tastes and an Izzy scoop. And like any citizen, I'm concerned about our footprint on the environment, and Izzy's certainly makes its print and uses lots of materials, and so we were looking at our energy consumption from 2 perspectives. One, that we use a tremendous amount. We have over 20 freezer or refrigeration units just in our small facility, going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then we also have a lot of power outages because St. Paul has lots of trees, lots of power lines that are older. And so we've already had in 7 years 9 power outages. And so in the process of researching both, we looked at going offline, off the grid with a natural gas microturbine. And that was just about the time that energy use was peaking in Minnesota, and they started going to those peak natural gas peak power plants. And so that became a costly option that wasn't good. And so then that led to being in the energy conversations with people in the community. And then we looked at solar. And we were really fortunate that some timing occurred, and the people at the Green Institute were going to have extra panels from the installation at their facility. And so we bought those panels at the rate of rebate, so almost at half price of market prices. And so we bought their remaining panels, and we put together a community project whereby our customers would donate money so we could put the project into action. And that inspiration came from Old Man River Cafe, who had done a community solar project at their coffee shop over in St. Paul. And from that inspiration, we worked with Innovative Power Systems, a local solar contractor, Banks Electric, a local electrical company. I think he's now Grand Electric. And we worked together to create a work plan. And from the work plan, we set out then to create a fundraising structure. And so we raised money from the City of St. Paul Star Grant Program, and then from our customers, they donated over $20,000 in cash donations, and about 500 to 800 hours of volunteer time up on the roof installing and putting panels together and doing things. And so between working with our customers, with our business partners who donated, dinner gift certificates and accommodations at the St. Paul Hotel, etc. We were able to pool and create value for the customers that allowed us to raise the money. The whole project cost about $60,000 and it's up and running. And so it's an 8.6 kilowatt system. And our aim in doing the project is to inspire other small, independent, as well as large corporations to give solar a look, and to give it a look not only just in their operating costs, but also in the same way that we did, in a community-sponsored method, so that we can make better use of our energy potential in our communities. So and we've called our project High Noon Solar, and that's kind of where we're at with our project. It's up, it's running, it's fun, and it's a great addition to our business. And we've been a power company, so on Saturday in February, when we're not making ice cream next door, we have net metering, so our meter goes backwards and we're a power company selling power back to the grid.